Hello students, 6th standard Olympiad-style problem number 25. Today we are going to solve this problem. So let's read first the problem statement. A person multiplied 160 by 89 instead of multiplying 160 by 79. How much was his answer greater than the correct answer? So to understand this example, we need to do one thing. So what he did is 160 multiplied by 89, which is actually wrong. And what he wanted to is, what is the correct thing to do? 160 multiplied by 79. So this is a correct answer. So first way to find out how much the how much was his answer greater than the correct answer, one way of finding it is like multiply 160 by 89 and subtract it from 160 multiplied by 79, and whatever the answer is, that is our required answer. But we can see that this is quite a lengthy multiplication. So in multiplication we can use distributive property where we can take the common element outside. So the common element is 160. So from this whole equation, or I'll rewrite it 160, sorry. So in this whole equation, we can take 160 outside. So let's take 160 outside. So inside it is 89 minus 79, because you know this is nothing but 160 multiplied by 89 minus 160 multiplied by 79. So if we take 160 outside, then this equation becomes like this. And this is much more simplified. So 160, now the next equation becomes 160 multiplied by 10, because 89 minus 79 is 10. And the final answer is 1600. So this is a simple tip, is that if you are multiplying by 10, just add 0 to the final multiplication factor, and this is your answer. So if we see, we can see that option A is correct. So here important tip to note that if something is getting multiplied and then subtracted or added, and there is a common factor, we can take it out. For example, 180 multiplied by 2 plus 180 multiplied by 3, this we can simplify by taking 180 outside. So 180 if we take outside, then the equation becomes simply 2 plus 3. So this property we can use for to solve the equation, to make the equation more easy and to solve it. Now it is practice time. So similar example I have given to you. If you see the second example, a student multiplied 245 by 52 instead of multiplying it by 42. How much more was his answer than the correct one? And we have option 2450, B 245, C 980, and D 1020. So use this same properties and try to solve this equation, and pause this video, and afterwards once you solve, run this video again and see your answer. So here is the answer. Wrong calculation. 245 multiplied by 52. What was correct calculation he's supposed to do is 245 multiplied by 42. So how much is the first answer is greater than the second is like 245 multiplied by 52 minus 42. So 245 multiplied by 10, 2450. So the correct answer is 82450.